Hello everyone. So today we are going to see this question, compute the average question in LinuxShell Hackerrank. So here what you have to do, given a n integer, compute their average and rounded to the 3 decimal places. So input format, what we have to do, first line contains the integer n, then each of the following n lines contain the single integer. So for example, this is a 4, then this is a n, then below that the n lines contains the single integer, here 4, then below 4 lines contain the single integer. Then in the output format, what you have to do, display the average of n integer and round it off to the 3 decimal places. So we have to find the average of these integers, and the result whatever we have to round it off to 3 decimal places. Here you can see, so the sum of 1298 is equal to 20 and divided by 4 for finding the average, and up to 3 decimal places we have to write the answer, so 5.000. So let us see how can we write the code for this. So first of all, what we will do, we have to read the value of n. So we will take here read n, then we will take one variable called sum and we will assign that to the 0. Then here we will use for loop for I equals to 1 to I is less than or equal to n, then I plus plus. So this for loop will be iterated n times because we have to take the n line of integers. So do and done. So in this for loop you have to write a logic. So here what we will do, we will read the number, so read num, and we will add this number in the sum. So how to add that, sum dollar sum plus number. So whatever the sum of the numbers, that will be stored into the sum. Now so if we take here example, let's take, so user given the value as let's suppose 4, so n equal to 4. So this loop will be iterated 4 times and it will take the value. So let's take user give first value as 1, so in the sum will be added 1, so sum value will become 1. Then next, if user give 2 again in the iteration, so then 2 will be added into sum and the value is 3. So again user give 3, so 3 will be stored into num and 3 plus 3 is 6, so sum value will be 6. So then again 4, then if we give user give 4, then it will added into the 6 and the sum will be 10, and the loop will be terminated as we have taken here n as 4. So we have written the logic for taking the values from the user and calculating the sum. Now it's time to go for writing the logic for average. So here I will take average equals to $of, and here echo, so $of sum divided by $n. So this will give us a what, sum divided by this n for finding the average. But here what will happen, here we have to use this bc command in the Linux. So what is this? So bc command in the Linux, bc means basic calculator. So bc command is used for command line calculator. It is similar to basic calculator by which we can do basic mathematical calculation. And if we see here, so this pipe symbol means this expression is input to this bc command, so it will evaluate and it will give us a answer. So 12 plus 5, it will give us a 17. So here we will, with the floating values, we can see 20.5 plus 5, and this pipe symbol means this is input to this command, so it will evaluate and it will give us the output. Now next, in the case of divide, what will happen, 12 divided by 5. If we are doing this 12 divided by 5, and so it will give us the 2. But what we should get, here we should get the value in the decimal because 12 is not completely divided by 5. So if 12 divided by 5 is 2.4, so it will give us the only integer value. So for, if you want the floating value, that means decimal we want, then we have to use this -l bc. After bc we have to use -l. So -l is the defines the standard math library. So if you want the decimal values in our answer, so we have to use this. So let's go to our Hackerrank, and here we will use the bc command. So after that, here pipe symbol, then bc, and we want the value in the decimal point, so -l. So what will happen? So this expression is the input to this command, and it will evaluate, and whatever value will come, that will be stored into the this average. Now next thing what we have to do here, what is given for us is display the output format rounded off the rounded the value up to 3 decimal places. So for that, again we have to use the next command, that is printf. So let us see what is a printf. So printf command in Linux is used to display the given string or number or any other format specified on the decimal window. So this printf is it works the same way as printf works in programming language like C. So if you done the C language, then you might have seen this printf. So here for what we have to do, round off the whatever value we have taken in the average. So for round off, we use this format specifier called %f. So if you give the %f and result value, if we give this, then it will round off this up to the 3 decimal places. So after rounding off, the value will be 3. This one, this will be the value. So if we give the 2, then it will round off up to 2 decimal places, and the value will take as this. Suppose you have this result value of this, and if you are doing this printf %.2f, so this will round off this result up to 2 decimal places, and the value will be this. And this will be, if here we have given 3, then this will give us up to this value. Then if we give here 1, then it will round off this result value up to 1, so this will give us 3. Now this is a thing we have to use for rounding off, but in the question we have given that we have to round off up to the 3 decimal places. So here we will use printf, then %.3f, and what is our, we have to round off this average. So this is done. Now see, first we have taken the n, then we have taken the n integers, and we are adding into the variable called sum. Then next what we have done, we calculate the average by using this bc-l command. So this is the input to this command, and this will give us the value, and that value will be stored into this average. And after that, in the question we have given that we have to round off the value up to 3 decimal places. So for that, we have used this command called printf, which will round off this whatever value present in average up to 3 decimal places. Now let us see, we'll run this code. So here what happened, invalid arithmetic base error. So what is happening, let us see. So here we are getting the error because of this hash. Let me delete this, delete, and let us now run this code. Run the code. So here we can see sample test case 0 and 1 are passed. Now let us submit the code. So all the test cases 5 are submitted successfully. So this is the way we can solve this. So first what we have done, take the value of n, then read the n values and add into sum. Then we calculated the average by using this bc-l command. Then after that, for rounding off, we use this printf command.